Oddities. Stay strange.
We did. Blue's good, dude. We can too. Brrr. It's a children's show now. Surprise, bitches.
Are starting off to a great start.
We're killing it. We're gonna get copyrighted by Blue's Clues, but that's fine. Nickelodeon.
Steve would
Oh yeah,
never.
Steve would never. No. Hi everybody. By the way, welcome back to Oddities. I'm Cassie,
I'm Kelly.
and welcome back to Strange Town. As per usual, you can find everything under the sun in our descriptions. We're talking links to our merch store, our Patreon. If you'd like to donate to our show, you get access to a bonus episode every week for as low as $1 per month. And we have links to our website. We have our email listed. We have all of the artists that we've worked with. So if you have questions, start there.
There it is.
There it is. We'd love to hear from you also, by the by. So please send in your listeners' episodes when you have a moment. We would love to hear them.
Mama.
A moment. I don't even know if that's French for moment, but it is now.
It's our French. Anyways.
That's our French. How's my borscht?
Borscht is good. Borscht has been hard at it, getting stuff going, ready, preparing. You know, the whole 9 yards.
Moving is actually, it's so much though. Like it's
It is
a
so
ton of
much,
work.
but I don't know. Like I said, I believe this is what our fifth move.
That sounds right. You guys have
fifth,
been
sixth,
you've been
if
around
you
the block.
consider like moving from our childhood homes to our married home.
I would consider that. Yes.
But I love moving in the sheer fact of downsizing. I find it very therapeutic. I love cleansing out the old and bringing in the new.
Tossing shit does feel good.
Yes, we did book a dumpster, and I am here for it.
Oh yeah, we did a dumpster not long ago and it was fucking great.
I am so excited to throw away everything.
Bye.
It's all going. But yeah, there it is. We're thrilled.
Can I ask, how will it work for school then for the boys? Because is it only a California school thing or is it all over?
It's nationwide.
Oh, wonderful.
Nothing will interrupt them, so that's, I think, another huge benefit, you know? So,
Yes.
I mean, brick and mortar, there's a lot more uprooting and change and, I don't know.
Having gone through that, I can
It's
attest
rough, right?
that it's a lot.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, they don't have to go through that. They get to keep their teacher and their friends.
We love to see it.
But, anywho, how's my borscht?
Your borscht is good. Let's see. We had ourselves a little date day yesterday. Mom and Dad watched the small one for us, and we went to Outback Steakhouse. I would say that it was good, but it was very salty. But, as I shared on our Patreon, the highlight of it for me were these new things on the appetizers menu called boomerangs. Even though they were just mozzarella sticks in the shape of boomerangs, we had a lot of fun with them because they were shaped like boomerangs.
Yeah.
So, did we try throwing them to see if they'd return? Nay. If I got some to go, would I try it for the hell of it? Yes. Would it return? No.
No.
And I can tell you that confidently, but I would do it anyway. We also went to Michael's where we did pick up a few spookala bookala items, but the thing that's annoying about this is, as you mentioned, Michael's dropped their spooky shit in June. No problem with the timing. As we know, I'm a spooky queen myself.
We love it. We love to see it, honestly.
Spooky shit year round if I had my way. The issue being this, their stock of items was like virtually gone. So if you're gonna play the game of putting it out early, make sure you have enough items in stock.
Yeah, because we haven't even hit October yet.
No, we're just freshly in September.
So it's kind of very rude for actual spooky season. I don't know. Like,
It pissed me off a little. The other thing that I'm happy to share is we got a new washing machine. Here's why I'm happy to share this. Corey, I asked Corey what he wanted for his birthday. He said, "I want a new washing machine." And I
what an
said,
adult response.
"No problem, King. We can provide." Specifically, though, we were in agreement we wanted the dumbest fucking washing machine we could find. I'm talking this thing has like 2 knobs and like 5 settings.
Okay, but I
Like,
could not agree with that more.
yeah, because when we moved in here, the house came with one of those smart ass washing machines, and that thing has been the fucking bane of our existence the entire fucking time that we've been here.
Yeah.
If you have one thing out of place, it'll like have a meltdown,
Mm-hmm.
and it's an all day affair doing the laundry when it should be done in like 30 minutes on the quick wash, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
So our stupid ass washing machine was delivered. I can confirm it is stupid, and I can confirm we have fucking loaded that thing and no complaints. It's like, you want to give me more, I'll take more, bitch. Like,
Yeah.
it flawless. Sheets and towels, a couple pairs of sweatpants. Like, that thing was fucking loaded. Not a complaint. Worked flawlessly, even on the quick wash. I didn't even have to put it on the bulky setting. We'd love to see it. So, highlight of the week,
Got
our
it.
stupid washing machine.
Way to go. Love that. Love that he asked for a washing machine. What a king.
Such a king, such a wonderful. So happy early birthday to Corey. When this comes out, it's beyond his birthday, but anyway,
Love that for him,
that
though. Genuinely.
I know. And we are down to 3 options for our Halloween costumes.
Oh. What are we
I'm
thinking?
feeling the heat because it's our son's first Halloween, and I'm like, I feel like the expectations are there for us to knock it out of the park, and I'm just feeling stressed as a result of it. And
Valid.
we're really torn between the 3 options.
Okay.
Do you want to know what the
I
options
do, because I
are?
feel like I can offer input. Continue.
Okay. The options are as follows: The Addams Family,
Okay.
The Emperor's New Groove,
Cute.
Lord of the Rings.
Fuck. Okay.
I know, there's literally they're all great.
So with the Addams Family, hear me out on this. That gives potential for growth. That gives
Right?
potential for Addams Family in the future again, and cute side by side photos,
That's true.
because
Or
they've
it gives
done.
us
You can do Morticia and oh my god,
Gomez.
Gomez and Baby, and then later older children,
It's true. Alternately,
or
we could
more
save it.
children.
Yeah, we could save it for when we add to our pack, you know?
True.
Okay. Which isn't happening anytime soon, by the way, so everybody shut up and calm down.
Yeah.
I
Was
literally
not
just had a
pushing
child
for
2
that.
seconds ago.
Just throwing that out there.
No, I know, but I want the universe to know that that's not a thing at the moment. So
Everyone can
everybody
shut
calm
the
down.
fuck up.
Everybody
I'll
shut up.
have you know, when I called family to tell them we have news, multiple said you're pregnant, and I was like, no, the fuck I'm not. Anyways,
You like, stop that.
um, I I do like the Emperor's New Groove.
I would be, I think, Yzma. Corey would be Kronk. And the baby would be a llama.
A llama?
I
He's
have to
supposed
say,
to be dead.
I know. Like, I think that's the route we'd have to take. Now, the fun thing is now that my parents are living here, my mom likes to get in on the party too. So, like,
Thank
we'd have to
God
figure
for
out,
Lynn.
yeah, we'd have to figure out what role she would play in all this as well. Dad's not interested.
Damn it, Dad.
It's okay.
And what would you do with Lord of the Rings?
Dude, honestly, there's
Sell
only
me the
like
vision.
there's only like 3 choices for me. It's Liv Tyler. Well, actually, it really doesn't matter. Like, whatever. We could do like a gender bending moment. Who gives a
Yep.
shit? But the original thought would be Liv Tyler, or the one where she rips off her helmet and she's like, "I am no man," because she's such a fucking badass. Or fucking Kate Blanchett's like weird ass bitch that's wandering around in the woods. So one of those 3. Obviously, Corey would have to be Aragorn and do
Yep,
the
they saw
slutty
that
door
one.
opening. Yeah,
Yep, saw that
gotta
one.
be. I think we would probably make our son Gimli and get him one of those cute knitted, like Viking hat beard combo hats,
You
and he
can
could
get a
be like
really
the little
cute
dwarf.
crocheted moment on Etsy.
Exactly, like a little crocheted, like, and like probably even a little crocheted
I think you
axe
have
for
to do
him.
that just because I need to see Corey's door moment.
We don't even have any the only double doors we have in our house are a laundry thing, and he can't fit in there. He'd have to like sit on top of our.
You can make it happen.
We'll make
If
it
there's a
happen.
will, there's a
There,
way.
there's always a way for Corey to be slutty, so we can do that. Okay, we have to go with Lord of the Rings. Who's your girl gonna be? I guess we'll just wait and see.
Also because I can't not wait to see the baby in a cute little helmet beard crocheted moment.
I mean, hear me out though, because if Corey is Viggo Mortensen and our son is the dwarf, I mean, I could be Orlando Bloom.
I'd be down for that too, actually.
Like, I could just get like a blonde ass wig and I could be Orlando Bloom. His outfits were
What
comfy
would
as
mom
fuck.
be?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Gandalf?
Mom could be Gandalf. She could, and then Boo could be like the ultimate baddie. I don't know who Donut would be. I guess that thing Gollum, the one that's crawling around in the caves. We could
Give her a little
actually, I
ring.
think one of the cats would have to be that. I don't know. Some thought has to go into this. Maybe we'll do Lord of the Rings. I don't know. We'll see, guys. You're all are just gonna be in
I
suspense.
loved
It
this
is what it
planning
is.
moment for all of us.
Regardless of any of those choices, obviously we're gonna make a supreme movie to go with it.
Yeah. I would like to point out, because we're almost at our 13 minutes,
Of
that
course.
when we're recording this in September, when it comes out, it's October. These 2 months, one, September is Ovarian Cancer Awareness Month. October
yes.
is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Our booby merch is still up. If anybody makes a purchase of this merch, all proceeds, everything earned, goes straight to cancer research. Do with that what you will.
Yeah, and shout out to the guy who left a comment saying he wished we would get cancer. Thank you.
Dumb motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, so now that we've hit our almost standard 13 minutes, like another comment once pointed out, we're just a couple of amateurs with microphones in front of us. Should we
Yep.
get started?
Yeah,
You went first last week, yes?
I did go first last week.
Methinks I should take it away this week.
You should take it away this week.
I'm having a cryptid moment.
Love that. Continue.
Picture with me, if you will.
Sicily,
a heavy-
1947.
Sure. But in addition to that, picture a heavy sky, like gray, violet, twisted branches of oak trees draped in Spanish moss,
My
with
favorite.
elongated shadows across the muddy banks of the Dog River.
Ooh.
Spooky, no?
Painted me
And
a
here we
beautiful
are.
picture. It's my type of living. Continue.
Locals saying that at twilight, when the air grows still and the marsh frogs recede into silence, something starts stirring.
Ooh.
We hear a low murmur that rises into a howl that is both human and beast all at once.
Is it
We have
Edward?
ourselves
You said Twilight.
hang tight, spider monkey. I'm talking about the wolf woman of Mobile.
Shut the fuck up.
Yes.
I was hoping we were going to be like deep in Alabama with everything you
we
were
are-
painting.
We're in the deep south. The reason I say it that way, side note, in high school I had a neighbor. His name was Mark, and I would drive him to school in the morning, and we were talking about colleges I was applying to, and I said, "Yeah, like I'm not looking to go anywhere super south. Like the farthest south is Maryland." And he goes, "Maryland is the deep south." And I don't know why he said it like that.
And
But
when I
anywho,
think of Maryland, I don't think of the South.
It's 100% not the deep south. Just want to confirm that. Like, yeah, the Mason-Dixon line and everything, but also like no.
No.
So anyway, shout out to Mark. But yeah, we're in the deep south today. So tales of the wolf woman first came through the cabins of early timber workers near Mobile's outskirts, and gained eerie color with each telling until the entire Gulf Coast seemed to hold her presence. They were like,
Oh.
this can't be just confined to this one area. This bitch is taking over. For generations, families passing through the Bayou La Batre market have warned children not to stray from home after sundown. Old timers recall the night air splitting with a voice that was part lament, part warning. It was an otherworldly cry that would leave dogs trembling and lanterns flickering. But the
I'm
most
loving this picture you're painting.
right, the most haunting reports didn't actually come from terrified like fishermen or hunting parties. They came from those who would actually stare into the eyes of the wolf woman. They speak of a creature both mournful and enraged. Same.
It's me.
Identifying so strongly as those bound by a tragic fate seeking vengeance on a world it no longer belonged to. Um, and so, in those quiet nighttime hours, the wolf woman's legend endures. It is whispered over campfires, it is etched into wood door frames as protective wards against her, even. It's a whole thing. So, where the fuck did this all come from?
Yeah.
We may ask. It's this. So, native tribes and early settlers along Mobile Bay spoke in hushed tones of a guardian spirit restless beneath the cypress swamps. According to Choctaw elders, she was once a woman of deep compassion, gifted with the ability to speak to animals and heal wounded creatures.
It's giving
Love
Mother
that for
Willow.
her. It's giving Mother Willow. It's giving Dr. Doolittle a la native.
Mm-hmm.
We love to see it. Um, she was bound to protect the delicate balance of the wetlands. Her presence was considered a blessing until outsiders
Damn outsiders.
arrived, and they brought their rifles and they brought their greed, and they were, we know. So anywho, a timber baron's crew indiscriminately slaughtered deer and bear, and she would appear at night, and her voice would be like a cry, and it would chill even the most hardened logger. And witnesses describe a tall, willowy figure with eyes of liquid gold stepping out from the tree line, her clothing in tatters, but she would still be like regal in her je ne sais quoi. And shots would ring out against her, and the wind would carry her anguished cry through the forest, and men reported that their axes would snap as if held by unseen hands, and by dawn the campsite would lay in ruin. Logs would be overturned, equipment would be smashed beyond recognition, footprints that were half human, half lupine were pressed into the wet earth, and the shock drove many workers back to towns, swearing that they would never return to the area after dark. And so over the years, the guardian spirit's story merged with uh, kind of basically European werewolf legends, giving birth to what is now the modern wolf woman myth. Um, Parish records from the 1920s mention unexplained livestock deaths, torn earmarks replaced by paw prints, um, a series of journal entries from a local deputy who claimed he nearly followed the creature all the way to the river's edge, and his final note in his journal entry, found in neat cursive, speaks of a pitiful gaze shining in his lantern's glows and a voice begging him to leave the swamp alone. After that, his entry stopped entirely. By mid-century, the wolf woman had slipped into basically local folklore. Sometimes she was shrugged off as like a drunken exaggeration. Other times she was treated as a grave warning by swamp guides, who would give like tours. But nobody truly dismissed the possibility that something ancient and wronged and fierce prowled the area at night. Legends say that each time the moon wanes to basically a crescent, her power will wane as well, and so it would drive her from the depths towards open fields and back roads. Farmers have reported finding cornfields trampled at dawn, stalks bent like flat in a path that led towards a dense thicket. Cattle once vanished in a single night, um, and when ranch hands would look around like the marsh area, they discovered huge footprints in the mud mixed with droplets of dark blood.
Mm-hmm.
Medical examiners were puzzled over carcasses that bore no bullet holes, but claw marks that were very precise. Doctors would say that the wounds resembled those inflicted by human hands, The spacing of the claw is too uniform for any known wild predator in the region. By the 70s, county sheriffs established a special watch along Highway 90, and motorists reported phantom howls echoing off of concrete barriers and headlights catching the gleam of amber eyes at like tree lines. Um, Patrol logs would note mysterious engine failures and radios screeching with static and the scent of wet fur and something sickly sweet in the air. Hitchhikers were warned to avoid the route after midnight. Several claimed that they saw her standing by the roadside anyway, with her hair like kind of long and like unkept and spookala bookala. Um, and so, anyway, the growing intersection of superstition and modern technology makes the phenomenon more eerie. In the early 2000s, a group of amateur paranormal investigators, look, amateurs just like us.
There's
How
more
fun
than
is
just
that?
us.
Yes. Anywho, they would set up trail cameras near like a long abandoned sugar plantation, and after weeks of nothing, one camera recorded a blurred figure at 3:14 a.m., and it was a tall silhouette with pointed ears and glowing eyes, halfway between woman and wolf. The image, of course, was distorted. Then it vanished several frames later, and the device was lying face down in a pool of water, as if dropped in panic. Um, Attempts to, of course, recover video files ended in corruption, and the memory card itself was warped beyond repair. Despite this, there are cyber forums dedicated to Gulf Coast mysteries, which I love that so much. And local businesses would start selling like handmade charms um, to ward against her presence and all of that. So, anyway, there are all these different encounters. One Friday night in 2012, it said that a trio of college students who were on a break, they were driving along County Road 16. Their headlights were cutting through fog so thick that it clung to windshields like damp blankets. And they heard whispers of a howl that rattled windows and convinced themselves it was just the wind or whatever. And the first warning came when their radio started crackling with a voice that wasn't anything like normal. And it was a half whisper, half growl. And it said very clearly, "Go back." And they laughed it off until the car engine sputtered to a halt on an overgrown stretch, and that their tires sunk like deep into muddy ruts, and their flashlights revealed paw-like tracks circling the vehicle, too large for a coyote, too precise for a bear. And panicked, they dialed campus security. Calls dropped mid-sentence, and when morning came, their car was found abandoned.
Ooh. Freaky.
Oh. No bodies, no sign of a struggle, just empty. And campus rumor claims that they were never seen again. How about some explanations?
Yeah.
Would you like to hear some? Um, One, misidentified wildlife.
Okay.
Wolf dog hybrids exist. Really big coyotes exist.
Yeah, no, they unfortunately people have well, one, it just exists, but two, people have bred them.
Yes. Yeah. And if we're looking at the area, I spent, as you know, great detail describing, setting the scene. If we're considering thick fog, low moonlight, what have you, something that's like a wolf dog hybrid, it's a big ass fucking thing. Like it could look from afar pretty spooky and weird. You're talking about light distortion too, with moonlight and trees and things like that. And of course, it could give a shape of maybe somebody kind of hunched over or something rather than your typical animal walking on all fours. Um, it does support the paw print and livestock evidence without requiring any kind of supernatural like
Yeah.
side of things. There is also, of course, number two, the misidentification of people. We're talking about maybe like a recluse or even like a hunter out at night, a trapper, a survivalist. If they're out living in the wetlands, they could appear disheveled. They could appear a little animalistic. If they're a hunter, they could be wearing one of those like what is it, ghillie suits or whatever, where it's kind of
Yeah.
like a covering. Um, that would explain upright walking. It would explain beckoning gestures. Maybe a local eccentric kind of just became legend. There's also, of course, a diseased animal or an animal with like mange. Severe mange would strip fur, it would elongate the look of the face, it would create kind of this disturbing sort of human-like silhouette. It could also explain the strange smell, the wet fur, the sweet rot kind of smell that people talked about. aggressive and erratic behavior.
Yeah.
There is, of course, folklore, amplification, and mass suggestion. It could have started very truly as this legend with natives, and it just way took off, over time. I personally like that one the best. I like the idea of this woman who was like this healer for animals, could speak to animals, and then all the fucking Europeans came in and ruined everything, like,
Yeah.
you know, colonists, what have you. Um, and then of course there is, if we want to go spookala bookala with it, a shapeshifter or a guardian spirit. We could actually consider this. It fits with the Choctaw tales, like I said. Um, could be a protector spirit trying to save the swampy areas. It fits like the emotional tone of encounters, fear and sadness. And I like this one because even though it's supernatural and probably unlikely, but it's deeply rooted in the culture of the region, which is cool.
Yeah.
So there you have it, the wolf woman.
Excellent topic.
Thank you.
Very fascinating, and I love it all, honestly.
Thank you. What do you think?
Part of me's thinking the wolf dog hybrid, and possibly somebody in a ghillie suit.
Yep.
But I like the idea of a woman that was in charge of caring for the wildlife.
The babies. Yeah. I like that too. I mean, if I'm subscribing to what's most possible, yeah, it's probably the hybrid or an animal with
Yeah.
like mage, a hunter, a hermit in the swamps, if you will. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, if you go down south and you go off road and everything like that, and you're way out there, like people do have like their huts and shit, and like people are just doing their own thing out there.
Yes. There are, like, leave them
Like,
alone.
yeah, let them be. It's cool. Like what
They're not
just,
bothering you. They're not bothering anyone. Leave them alone.
we're all just hanging, So like, I mean, it's very possible that's the route. But I'm with you, and I like the
The Mother Willow idea.
indigenous like tale more so than anything else.
So, but
There you have her.
excellent topic.
I get why she was upset when they killed the bears and the
Yeah.
deer. Like,
Don't do that.
cut down the trees. Like, she was like the original hippie.
Exactly. I like that.
Love that for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What have you? Are you anywhere in the same
No, not even close.
arena? Perfect.
I've got a missing persons
Ooh.
who
okay,
seem to
we're
like
ready.
just go into thin air.
Oh, okay, we're ready to solve it. We're gonna do it.
I'm talking about Daniel Reaves,
Okay.
who went missing seemingly without a trace. Daniel Reaves spent the evening of Saturday, May 3rd, 2008, watching television with his girlfriend, Sarah Schaefer, at her
Cozy.
home in Madison, Indiana. He was 25 years old, and he had been dating Sarah for about 7 years. They both had a daughter together. That night, at some point, Sarah dozed off. When she woke up shortly after 4 a.m., Daniel was gone.
Oh shit.
Sarah checked her phone. She woke up and discovered Daniel had sent her a text at 4 a.m. It was short message reading only, "I love you." There was no explanation where Daniel had gone and nothing about when he planned to return. Sarah was somewhat confused about his abrupt departure, but assumed Daniel had decided to return to his parents' home. She called his cell phone to see why he had left, but it got no answer.
Okay.
Daniel never showed up to his parents' house. The following day, they started to worry and they were unable to reach him. They tried calling his cell phone. Again, no answers. They called the Madison Police Department to report him missing. Initially, police were not concerned. Daniel was an adult, free to disappear if he wanted to. Yep.
Okay. We're gonna take that and we're gonna tuck that away.
Since both Daniel and his car were missing, investigators thought he had simply decided that he needed to take a break from his life for a while and would turn up in a few days. Daniel's loved ones were adamant that this wasn't the case. Daniel wasn't the type of person that would just disappear. He wouldn't isolate himself from others. He was usually in constant contact with his parents and his girlfriend.
Okay. So this is like all the more to like very annoying that they were like, yeah, he's an adult, he can do what he wants.
Yeah.
Because this is clearly like out of nature behavior.
It's very out of nature. So on May 10th, 2008, a week after he had was last seen and, disappeared. Investigators located his gold Sebring convertible. It had been parked on Green Hills Road in Madison the entire time. By the time detectives connected it with the missing persons case, residents had reported it as abandoned and had been scheduled to be towed to an impound lot.
Oh, okay.
Before Daniel's car was found, the doors were found to be left unlocked. His wallet, which had cash, ID, credit cards, were all still inside it. Daniel's cell phone was there. His car keys. The only thing that wasn't there was him.
Okay.
And the keys weren't there. So, what?
Sure.
Soon after Daniel's parents found out that his car hadn't been locked, they were sure Daniel wasn't the last person to drive it. When he parks his car in the driveway, he always locks it, his dad, Scott Reeves, said. Daniel would have never left his convertible without making sure it was locked. He was sure of it. There was something very strange about the way he left his car. At this point, things got pretty bad, and we've been looking for him ever since. Trying to find something that would help them find Daniel, and Indiana State Police searched his car for evidence, but a lot of people were also searching the area around where the car was found, but they didn't find anything. There was no sign of him, period. No sign of Daniel, no evidence of footprints in the area, no.
Just nothing.
He vanished.
He teleported.
Aliens.
It's aliens.
When Daniel's car was found, it became a little less likely that Daniel had vanished on his own. Daniel couldn't get money because he had left his wallet behind. They looked through his cell phone records and saw that he hadn't used it since early May 4th, which it was to send Sarah a text message saying, I love you.
I love you. That's like a weird text, just no context, out of nowhere, just I love you.
Yeah.
It's like a farewell message.
Sarah said that her relationship with Daniel was good. We're very close and all together. We were together all the time. We haven't grown tired of each other yet. And in the past 6 or 7 years, we haven't gone more than a couple of days without talking. Before he disappeared, she hadn't noticed anything odd about Daniel's behavior. He hadn't been upset or angry. On May 22nd, 2008, the Indiana State Police asked everyone to help find Daniel. Detectives had talked to the man and his family, friends and coworkers, but they still didn't know what happened. Since there was no solid proof of foul play, they thought it was possible that Daniel had just quit his job, but they also agreed that it wasn't like him, that there was just no evidence of that his behavior would do that.
Okay.
So no foul play, but also he wouldn't
Doesn't
just quit his job.
He wouldn't. Yeah, right.
Yeah. Nothing was adding up, period.
Yeah, I feel like all this shit is conflicting.
Right?
Yeah.
3 weeks after Daniel was last seen, Kentuckian Crime Stoppers announced that they were offering a $1,000 reward for information leading to Daniel's whereabouts. A few tips were called in, but none of them helped investigators find him. Scott told reporters that he has essentially fallen off the face of the earth.
Oop.
Debbie Reeves, his mother, made an emotional plea for people to be on the lookout for her son. We just want everyone to be looking for Daniel. We want to see his face again. Please get his name out there. Please spread information so that we can find him. Although the family believed that Daniel had likely been a victim of foul play, they tried to remain optimistic. His brother Chris noted, "You don't think something like this can happen to your family until it does. I just want a resolution. Once my family and I get a definite result, we can rest a little bit easier." Daniel has been missing for almost 18 years now, if my math is right.
Yeah, we're coming up on 20 real quick.
Yeah. The detectives still don't know if he committed suicide, walked away to start a new life somewhere, or was a victim of foul play. Although the investigation has been cold for almost 18 years, the Indiana State Police still believes that there are people in the area who have answers needed to solve the case. Daniel was just 25 years old when he vanished from Madison, Indiana in May of 2008, and he had no history of mental problems and no he was a good person. He had no crime, no bad history, nothing. Daniel has blue eyes, brown hair, and at the time of his disappearance, he was 5 feet 11 inches tall and weighed 145 pounds. He was last seen wearing a light-colored t-shirt and tan shorts and brown suede sneakers. If you have any information about Daniel, please contact the Indiana State Police Department at 812-689-5000 or the Jefferson County Sheriff's Department.
There really is nothing.
There's really nothing here. And it's so bizarre. It is so rare. This kind of reminds me of the guy that went missing in the field.
Yeah.
Which I also think was Indiana. It was
Yeah,
somewhere
what's
in the
going on in like
Midwest.
the Midwest? Like what's
Well, aliens.
well,
Aliens is
there
what's
you go.
going on in the
Aliens,
Midwest. And I don't mean to
also
make
like
fun.
all the serial killers were like hanging out there too back in the day. So like,
I don't mean to make a joke out of it, but I mean they searched the car thoroughly and didn't find anything. They asked all of the coworkers, they asked all of his friends, they asked all of his family. They all said the same thing. So either they're all in agreement of his disappearing and playing a very good act,
true.
or really he just vanished without. He really did fall off the face of the earth. Or a third, something to do with the mafia.
Oh, are we? Oh, we're getting them like just.
This could
I
be the
love
fact
that
that
one.
I binged The Sopranos.
I mean, we're shooting from the hip a little on that one, but why not? Like, it could be. You never know. I don't know. I kind of feel like it leans towards.
Or witness protection. I don't know.
To me, it's giving one, run away and start a new life. I don't know why. Maybe the early parenthood became too much for him. I don't know what that was about.
Mm-hmm.
Or because that I love you message feels like a goodbye.
It feels like that also feels like witness protection though, but then the police would have been notified
That's true.
in some sort of way, right?
Yeah,
But
I
then
would think so.
I would think they would have told his family, but maybe they can't. I
Maybe they
really
can't
don't
comment.
know.
Yeah.
They're gonna lead the family on in this way. Oh God, that's opening up so many doors in my head.
It checks out though that they would like do something like that. So
If they have
maybe.
to protect him at all costs.
It's also giving potential foul play, but like I don't think that anybody's so good as that they can't leave something behind.
If there's foul play, there's gonna be something behind.
Like especially with the car and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like they would have found at least something.
It's so crazy.
I don't know. I don't like how his parents reacted to all this. I'm still like caught up on that. I don't know.
It wasn't him because he would have locked his car.
Yeah, it's like or like
I mean, if
or
you
like
know the habits of your kids, that's valid.
yeah.
But yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like the whole thing was or also there's also the statement that bothers me that's like well, he's an adult.
he's an adult. He can do what he wants.
He could do what he wants and it's like
I don't know if
okay.
if I woke up and I had to go back way back now. If I woke up and my boyfriend was gone,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I would have acted faster.
Yeah. Especially if there was like there weren't any like flags for this. So like supposedly.
Yeah.
I don't know. The whole thing I'm stumped. I don't know.
It's stumped all of us. It
I
stumped
got
them.
nothing.
I'm
This was a
kind
good
of leaning
find.
on witness protection at this point in time.
I mean, maybe. Yeah, I think
Regardless, if I'm wrong, that's fine. If you have any information about this missing person,
do
please
that.
contact the Indiana Sheriff's Department.
Would you be like?
Would you what?
I'm trying to think. God, I don't know. I need to think. I need to think about this.
Well, I've got Cassie thinking for the rest of the day. Sorry about that.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing while I'm unpacking some things today. So I'll be thinking.
You're welcome.
Good find though. So how did you come across this one?
Um, Strangest missing persons cases, and ironically, we've covered majority of them.
Love that for us. Yeah.
Yeah, this one we hadn't, and I was like, oh, okay, I'll look into it. And I was like, this is a whole lot of not looking into anything, but still, I I'm firm on covering missing person cases due to the fact that if we can bring any light onto anything and maybe help somebody somehow, some way,
Might as well
awesome.
do it. I love missing cases, missing persons cases.
Cold cases specifically, I don't know.
Yes, but of Cuervo.
I think maybe it has something to do with the fact that you and I were both obsessed with cold case. Who knows?
I mean, if the shoe fits.
Yeah.
That's God, it's been like 20 years. I mean, they're not I don't know. Well, stranger things have happened. You never know. He could still
Yeah.
be found or make himself found.
Wow. His daughter is now. Assuming that his daughter was an infant when when he went missing.
Oh, she's an
Is
adult
now.
now.
Yeah, she's of legal age now.
Isn't
That's
that insane?
intense to think about. Wow.
Isn't that crazy? Yeah. God, I don't know. Well, I mean, of course, if you have any information, do
Do
share.
speak up.
Also, like, what's going on in the Midwest? Are you guys okay?
Freaky.
Yeah. And until next time.
Stay strange.